evening, everyone, and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and tonight you're going to see a whole lot of reasons why we're such a great town as we honor several different groups and our youth for all the great things they've done. We're going to start by calling up Principal Glenn Lotman and Athletic Director Joe Ward, along with Councilman Brian Small, as we present proclamations and championship rings to the 2017-2018 Woodbridge High School bowling team, which was the state Central Jersey Group 3 sectional champions, the Group 3 state champions, and they won the state tournament of champions. Ladies and gentlemen, the best bowling team, boys bowling team in the entire state of New Jersey, right here. And they also won the white division of the Middlesex Conference, but who cares when you're the state champions? I mean, you care. Of course you care. Let me start with Amanda Small, the head coach. Where's Amanda? Congratulations. Amanda herself was an all-state bowler back in her day, graduating from Woodbridge High School, right? All-state. You made the all-state team?
Yes.
Not so bad. Not so bad to have a coach who was an all-state bowler. That tells you a little bit. Okay, John Drost. A guy who think I has 6 300 games, James Stovican. Congratulations, pal. Thank you. I struggle to get a 300 series. This guy has a 6 300 games. Jeremy Soto. Congratulations, pal. Thank you. Alex Silva. Jason Bolosky. See your name in the paper all the time, too. Nicholas Simone. Giovanni Santiago. Joseph Palmer. Anthony Police. And Matthew Muldowney. First, may I ask, I almost said Councilwoman Small, Coach Small, you want to come up and say a few words about the team?
I'm actually passing it off to John, who's going to say it.
Oh, John's going to save it. I was going to go there next.
So I just want to start this off by thanking the councilmen and women and also you, Mayor, for inviting us here today in recognition of our achievements. It's really special that we can come in front of the town and have you all see all the great things that we've done. To speak about the team, I could sit here for hours and talk about how great the team is and how we've all bonded on not only on a team scale but also as a family. But I want to kind of keep it short and just say that this season was just incredible. We accomplished so much, and I have to thank not only all of my teammates but also our coach, because we all put the dedication in, but without her guidance, we wouldn't have been able to accomplish as much as we did. So, thank you. We would also like to present the mayor with a team shirt.
All right. Double XL, perfect size. Those of you looking for Christmas gifts or birthday presents for next 2 weeks from now, when I need plenty of birthday presents, double XL is perfect. How many people each day bowl, each match bowl? You've got 3 games, right? You have how many people in each game?
6.
And you have how many in your team, 10 or 11?
Yes.
So, like, your 7th and 8th and 9th best bowlers every game that don't play could probably play for almost any other team in the county, right?
Definitely.
That's how good your team is.
Without a doubt.
All right, very good, very good. All right, let's hear from Principal Lotman. You got a few minutes?
I'd too like to thank Mayor McCormick and the entire town council for inviting us today. When Coach Small asked me to present the rings to the state championship bowling team, I said I don't want to because I didn't do anything. I said, Coach Small, this is all you. It's your accomplishment, your team's accomplishment. But she said, no, she calls me coach because I coached her way back in the day. And she says, you're the principal. We did this for you, and it means everything to me that Coach, who works so hard with these fantastic young men and young ladies too. She also coaches the girls bowling team. Wanted me to not only be a part of this, but actually be such a big part. So it means everything to me that Coach brought me out here today. Fun story about Coach Small. Again, I did say I coached her, not in bowling. I wasn't a bowler. Like the mayor said, he's lucky to get 300 in a series. I'm lucky if I have 300 total in my whole life. So I'm not very good at bowling. But she just came off winning the individual state championship as a sophomore. So Coach Small is about this tall. Your sophomore year, about this tall, gets herself, the number one in the state and the number one bowler in the entire state as a sophomore. And in soccer, we just came off a great season. We lost in the county finals, and our goalie was a senior, and she was the only one that we were really graduating. That really was a big hole. So I said, who is a great athlete who hates to lose? So I said, Amanda Small. Let me try and get her to play soccer and see what she'll do. Just fresh off her state championship, has her ring. First thing we do, first practice, she goes out at goalie, breaks her right wrist. I said, I ruined her from bowling forever. I'm like, I ruined this kid. I never thought I'd see her again. As soon as her cast came off, she came out, played soccer, led us back to the state finals, county finals, and she's just a tremendous athlete, tremendous teacher, tremendous person. So, Coach, thank you for everything you do.
I think it's appropriate for Councilman Brian Small, who's very proud right now watching his daughter lead this great group of young men. Brian, you want to say a few words?
I just want to say that to the boys, it's an incredible accomplishment what you did. Savor this forever, because this will live with you forever. To Principal Lottman, thanks for all you do for the kids and for the students. You did remind me of that broken wrist. My blood pressure went up a little bit, but we recovered and everything worked out well. And to Amanda, of course, I couldn't tell you how proud I am of all your accomplishments. Thank you.
Before we do the rings, I neglected to introduce the rest of the council. Next to Councilman Small is 3rd Ward Councilman Corey Spiller, covers Avenel and Port Reading. Next to him is Howie Bauer, 2nd Ward, covers Fords, Hope, Lawn, and Caseby. Next to him is Councilwoman at Large Lizbeth De Jesus. Next to her is Councilman at Large Greg Ficara. Next to him is 1st Ward Councilman Nancy Drum, Woodbridge and Seawarren, and next to her is 5th Ward Councilwoman Debbie Meehan, covering Colonia. So we have 7 of our 9 council people out for these awards tonight, so thank you for coming. Rings. Make sure we got the cameras rolling.
First, I'd like to call up Matthew Muldowney. Are you sure? I feel guilty. I really feel guilty. Okay. Also next is Nick Simone. Jason Belowski. Anthony Police. Giovanni Santiago. Joseph Palmer. Alex Silva. Jeremy Soto. James Stovikin. And our only senior, John Drost.
You know what's especially cool about this is these kids are not physically imposing. They're not like 6-foot basketball players. They're not like 300-pound football players. They're just regular kids who can bowl. I think that's tremendous. Look, I mean, it doesn't look like a football team or a basketball team, you know? I think this is great. These are just average kids who worked their tails off their whole life. I bet you these kids have been bowling. Who started the earliest? What year did you start? Stovigan, when did you start? 11? Who's earlier than 11? How early? 3. Wow, you got a family history of bowling? Cool, cool. So he started with 3 bowling, so that's pretty cool. Let's get a team picture, guys. Okay, now we also have the Woodbridge High School boys hockey team, or I shouldn't say boys hockey team, you'll see why, hockey team, which I'll read their accomplishments after they come up. Where's the prox? We have prox here, Hex? Oh, you got him. Howie's going to help me. Howie Bauer had a son who played for Woodbridge. He's going to help me. Matt Fiore? No? Nate Menente? wait, you have a different order. Let me use your order. Yeah, you do. All right, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry. Stay here a minute. I'll read them. I had a different order. Jason Javier, number 7. Not here either. Amber, here's why this is so cool. Because for 4 years now, Amber Spearnock has been playing hockey with the boys hockey team, which I just think is amazing. We've called a lot of games. We've seen you on the ice a lot. Congratulations, Amber Spearnock, number 14. I really think that is so cool. CJ Lyons, not here. Luke Bizub. Luca Filicamo. He's probably out getting my T-shirt, right? Yeah. All right. Jared DeLumba. What's up, pal?
Thank you.
Travis Benny.
Thank you.
Drew Galea. TJ Evan. Adam Godfrey. Great year, man.
Thank you.
Thomas Della Sala. Matt Fiore. Nate, there we go. Nate Manenti's already up here. Congratulations. Garrett Ludwig. John Beaumont. Oh, you're my announcer friend. Oh, what's up, man? How you doing? Dante Amato. Ryan Snyder. Good job, man. Lucas Teeple. Brian Naroda. Matt Haggerty. And Justin DiNatale. We got coaches here too. I see Coach Montecolo. Coach Rotella. Not here. All right. Coach Estepalm. I don't know the first name. And Rotella again. The 2 Rotellas. Neither one. Well, same thing. These guys they're not imposing. They're not physically imposing. They're just really, really good at hockey. No, but if the basketball team came up, they'd all be 6'6". And if the football team came up, most of them would be 300 pounds. These guys just look like everyday athletes. Let me tell you their story. 2018 Woodbridge hockey team's inaugural season, and what that means is all 3 high schools combined, not because we wanted to create a powerhouse team, because I think that would be awful if we did that in all our sports, because one football team means 60 kids have nowhere to play. But in this case, it was mandated not because of the lacking of the enrollment. Kennedy and Colonia merged 4 years ago, and then that combined team merged with Woodbridge this year to make one very, very good team. So united for an impressive season overall, record of 21-5-1, GMC conference record of 7-1-1, made 3 championship appearances in the Bayonne Holiday Tournament, GMC Conference Championship, and a public Group A state championship at the Prudential Center, so they got to play there. In that set of playoff games, 9th seed Woodbridge had a first-round bye, second-round win over 8th-seeded Clifton, third-round overtime win 4-3 over first-seeded Montclair, and a wild finish that NJ.com nicknamed them the Cardiac Kids. Down 3-1 in the third period of play. Late goals by D. Galea, T. Benny to send the game into overtime. In OT, a face-off win by Galea came back to T.J. Evans for the overtime game winner, sending them to the semifinal game. In the semis, they played 5th seed Marlboro, holding true to their nickname. Woodbridge trailed 2-0 to the last minute of play. 0.3 seconds left in the game. T.J. Evans found the back of the net, 2-1. Then just 0.12 seconds later, Evan again scores in overtime for the second time in their playoff run. And in overtime, Travis Benny scored the winner with assists from Evan and Galea for a 3-2 win. On to the Public A State Finals at the Proust Center against second-seeded Hunterdon. which I was at. The results did not go our way with a 5-1 loss, but Woodbridge made history in being the first of the township hockey teams to make a state final championship appearance and the only GMC conference team to make a state final championship appearance. The team had many records as a team as well as individual records, also some of their impressive stats. The NJ.com GMC Team of the Year. The line of Benny, Evan, and Galea combined for a total of 202 points for the GMC's top scoring line. The top scorer in the GMC conference. Wait, who was that? Hold on, let me get this. One player, the top scorer in the GMC conference, and several players in the top scoring positions. 5 players named to the GMC All-Conference team and 2 honorable mentions. 1 player, GMC Player of the Year. Who was that? Evan, okay. Where was I? 1 player named Home News GMC Player of the Year. Evan again? Drew Galea, okay. NJ.com GMC Coach of the Year, which I'm guessing is Montecolo. 2 players named to NJ.com Public, that's his family back there. 2 players named to NJ.com Public A All-State First Team. Who are they? Evan and Galea? All right. 2 players named to the JerseySportsZone.com All-State Team. Evan and Galea. All right. 2 players named to the NJSIAA NJ Devils All-State Tournament Team. Evan and Benny. All right. Galea was slacking off. 1 player named to the All-State Girls All-Star Team. Let me think. Amber Spearnock. 1 player 4th, 1 player tied in 5th for total goals in the state. The state tied 1 player in 4th and 1 player tied for 5th for total goals in the state. 2 players tied at 11th and 1 player 19th for total assists in the state. 1 player 6th, 1 player 8th in the state for total points, and 1 player 20 for total saves in the state. Is that Godfrey? All right, good job. Very impressive first season from what was once 3 rival teams, now united as one. This was an amazing performance. I saw the games. We have the St. Joe's has always been a powerhouse in the county. You beat them this year, right? Or didn't you? You didn't beat them, but they didn't get to the finals either. They didn't get to the finals either, right? Who was in the finals? Monroe? You and Monroe. So the team they never beat, they didn't beat them, but they got to the finals and they didn't. So that's what's important. Who cares if you beat them? They didn't make it. They're home watching. They're up having a cup of coffee and you're on the ice. That's all that's important. So ladies and gentlemen, a great performance by these young men. I saw a lot of their games. We love calling hockey on TV, even though I don't know a darn thing about hockey, but that doesn't stop us. We do it anyway because we love focusing on our kids and featuring our kids whenever they do things like you see tonight. A great bowling team, now a great hockey team. So let's hear for them. Say a few words. Oh, go ahead.
I did have a lot to say to the mayor. Stole my whole show here, but he's the mayor. And he's the mayor. Well, I have the same thing in my pocket. But now this thank you and a great accomplishment by all the players and the coaches this year. Like I said, it's the first season for his team, so very impressive for your first season, 21-5-1, and going to the state finals, first team ever in school history. Great job, guys and girls. And one more thing. As a father of a hockey player, I've been around high school hockey too, and thank the parents getting up for those 5:30 a.m. Practices and supporting your kids throughout the state every game. Thank you.
So this has nothing to do with a Woodbridge specific proclamation, although the honoree is from Woodbridge. He is the athletic director, Ryan Miller, of Scotch Plains Fanwood School District, who's also the president of Colonia Youth Soccer Association. And he's the director of the Athletics Association of New Jersey. And whereas the director of Athletics Association of New Jersey stands as the professional organization for New Jersey high school athletic directors in place to advance interscholastic athletic and sports programs, and annually recognizes and honors regional school district athletic directors instrumental in preparing high school athletes to attain the highest qualities of teamwork, discipline, and sportsmanship. And whereas the DAANJ announced Ryan Miller, Athletic Director, Scotch Plains Fanwood School District, and President of the Colonia Youth Soccer Association, as the recipient of the 2018 Sectional Award of Merit, North Jersey Section 2, for his advocacy and dedication to high school athletic programs and the Colonia Youth Soccer Group. Now I, John McCormick, Mayor of the Township of Woodbridge, and concert with the Town Council, do hereby extend highest congratulations and honors to A.D. Ryan Miller for his dedication and contributions to high school athletic programs and the Woodbridge Township Colonia Soccer Sport Program. 4 ADs in the entire state of New Jersey got this award this year. One of them is from Woodbridge Township, Ryan Miller. Congratulations, pal.
Thank you.
And I can tell you what a pleasure it is to work with Ryan. Our 2 soccer leagues are bursting at the seams. We have more kids in soccer than ever before. They're easily the 2 biggest leagues in our entire town. And Ryan, I think, runs the biggest of the 2. Pretty close, right?
Woodbridge has got me about 3 to 1.
Oh, they're that much bigger. Okay, well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, I'd like to ask the superintendent of Scotch Plains, or principal of the high school. I just promoted you. Let it go, man. Let it go. The principal of the high school to come up now and say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here this evening to recognize Ryan Miller. Of course, he is an assistant principal for athletics, so he has multiple duties. But the job of overseeing athletics, takes Ryan Miller away from home, away from his family, and obviously he's committed to athletics, as I know he's very involved in the Woodbridge community as well through various organizations involving athletics. Ryan, I know, is a strong advocate of multi-sport athletes. He is dedicated and he's very professional as he carries out his duties. He's a pleasure to work with. I can only say positive things about Ryan Miller. And, of course, to be only one of 4 athletic directors to receive this award in the state of New Jersey, it just illustrates his commitment to Scotch Plains Fanwood High School. So thank you for honoring him this evening.
Ron, you want to say a few words?
Never had a loss for it. It's wonderful to be here. I grew up in Colonia, graduated from Colonia High School, had the opportunity to work with Glenn Lotman, who's now the principal at Woodbridge High School, went to high school with Corey Spiller, so I feel like I never left. And I started my teaching career as a Colonia Middle School teacher and was lucky enough to move on to Scotch Plains Fanwood High School, where I've really just loved every moment of what I do. I can tell you, we have a 50-year history of bowling. We have 2 300 games in our history. You have 6 this year. So I got to scratch my head at that, but that's amazing. We have a bowling team that's okay. We have a hockey team that's okay. We have soccer, and we're very, very strong at soccer. I want to play more and more. I try to coordinate games with Woodbridge Township because it brings me back home. My efforts and work with Colonia Youth Soccer are also a highlight of what I do. It brings me back to home. It reminds me that athletics are fun. And sometimes when you're in high school athletics, you see all the stress side of it. You see, the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs. And then when you go back and watch our youth play, you remember that this is a game and it's fun. And that's why I enjoy my time in youth soccer. I enjoy my time in youth basketball. And that's what I want to do. I just joked with Dr. Heisey that 20 years from now I'll be sitting in that same chair being the high school athletic director because that's the passion that I have. I'm amazed to get this honor. I kept it kind of hidden from everybody, although this is the only award I ever wanted to win, so I could retire tomorrow. Mayor, thank you so much.
Hold on. Actually, Ryan hid it from everybody except Greg Ficarra, who saw it somewhere and sent it to me, so I posted it on Facebook and got instantly several thousand likes because everybody in Colonia and everybody that knows Ryan certainly knows what he's meant to their lives. I mean, when you got a guy who runs a league like that, he impacts your kids' lives with all the work that he does. So I want to congratulate him again and ask Greg if you'd like to say a few words.
Thank you, Mayor. Just Mayor's a statistics and a data guy. When we talked about the athletic directors, when you figure there's over 450 schools that participate in the NJSIA, kind of puts into perspective what they did, but also 4 athletic directors, and Ryan is one of them. So congratulations on that, just to frame that. And we always talk about Glenn being the coolest principal around because he's always around, but Dr. Heisey is right up there now. He jumped a couple of towns to get over here. So thank you for coming. And Brooke, the vice principal, thank you very much for coming.
You got some pictures? Come on, guys. Okay, our last, no, Second to the last proclamation presentations are for the New Jersey Scholastic Coaches Association Hall of Fame coach. Two of our Woodbridge alumni coaches were named to the Hall of Fame. This is something that Greg also found for us, and we put it out on Facebook, and the same thing happened, that everybody commented and really is proud of the job that our coaches have done. The first coach who's not here tonight, Coach Ed Boble of JFK Memorial High School, has served as the boys soccer coach for 33 years. 33 years coaching boys soccer. And on the girls' side, Coach Sharon DiLeonardo of JFK Memorial High School has served as the boys and girls tennis coach for 30 years. So Sharon's here. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll present you with that. Would you like to say a few words about being in this? I mean, Hall of Fame's pretty serious business.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I grew up in Avenel. I live in Colonia. I graduated Colonia High School. So it's great to be a township girl. Started at Kennedy in 1981. For the past 30 years, I've had the pleasure and the privileges of coaching outstanding student athletes on the girls' side for 13 seasons, on the boys' side for 17 seasons. I just gave it up this year. I kind of stepped down but didn't step away, as Greg will attest. I still kind of help out with the team. But the biggest thrill is just seeing former players just develop as a player, a team come together as a team come together as a family, and see those players go on to be teachers in the township, coaches in the township, and that's just it's just a great thing to see. This is a great honor, and I take great pride in bringing this honor and recognition to JFK Memorial High School and to Woodbridge Township, so thank you very much.
Wow, thanks. Can we get her alone first? Can you just tell her by yourself first?
Oh, sure.
Everybody, yep.
Yeah, everybody. Great. I'll take Mr. Boble's.
All right, I'll miss you. Good, perfect.
That'd be great.
Yeah, hold it up like 40 does.
Very good. Thank you.
Oh, here's
Fire guys.
Oh, all right. Does he know he is?
I think they deserve.
All right, now I'd like to call up some of our firemen
And all the Relay for Life people.
and all the Relay for Life committee and Nancy Drum. And I'm just happy to announce to the Woodbridge High School bowling team that since they stayed here all night so quietly and watched everybody else get their awards and their proclamations, that Principal Glenn Lotman has agreed to take you out for pizza. He just found that out, by the way. I can't say enough about the fire departments in the Woodbridge Township. We have paid firemen in Fords, Port Reading, and Woodbridge. Volunteers all over the town, but these are members of the Firemen's Union who every year it's a bowling tournament, right, Keith, that this came from? The money from? Where's Keith?
What's that?
The bowling tournament came from? The money?
That was MDA.
Oh, what's this?
That was selling shirts, the T-shirts.
All right, let me just let Keith talk. So anyway, I go to so many things I forget what's for what, but they raise money for Relay for Life, which is an arm of the American Cancer Society, which right about now is having a lot of different events because, Amy, June 9th at 12 o'clock? June 9th at 12 o'clock at Woodbridge High School. At the track in the football field is the annual Relay for Life. It goes overnight, right, still? Till midnight, not anymore. Okay, 12 to 12. Woodbridge Relay for Life. I'll ask Amy to come up and explain that a little bit. But first, let me call up. No? Okay. First, let me call up Keith Repace from the Firemen's Union and have him explain how they raised the money and how they decided to give it to Relay for Life. Keith?
Thank you, Mayor. The Firefighters Union raises the money by selling T-shirts. Our members are wearing this year's T-shirt. I would like to thank Tom Nebus. He is the one that designs each shirt each year. So our open houses for fire prevention, we sell them. word of mouth, and we raise a lot of money for Relay for Life. And on behalf of the International Association of Firefighters Local 290, I'd like to donate this check to you.
Okay, and Relay has a certificate of appreciation to the Woodbridge Fire Department from the American Cancer Society 2018 Relay for Life, Woodbridge Township. So can you take a picture? All right, you guys want to come in for a picture?
Nancy was going to say something.
Oh, wait, Nancy, I'm sorry. I forgot. My bad. Nancy Drum.
Not feeling the love.
Oh, come on. It's good.
I'm only kidding. I just wanted, all of us council people have agenda items on our agenda, and those agenda items we participate in, we advocate for, and one of mine is Relay for Life. This year I took a little bit of a more active role in Relay for Life. I'm happy to do so. The committee is not that big. Amy McDevitt's here, Dave, Ben Lapisto, TME, a few of us, and we were very, very happy when we found out that the Woodbridge Fire Department was donating to the cause. I know we had a lot of happy stuff going on here tonight, and congratulations to everybody. The Relay for Life celebration is annual, and it's on June 9th, and it's always at Woodbridge High School. I'd like to give a shout out to Principal Lotman again and the athletic director, Joe Ward, who are always helping us. They let us do whatever we want. I wish Amy could talk, but I'll talk for you. She's a great girl. She's a great chairperson, and she organizes the event every year. This year, we'd like to extend an invitation to Woodbridge High School on June 9th for, like the mayor said, from 12 to 12. Anybody that is interested in coming to the Relay for Life, it's all over Facebook, it's on the website. You sign up for a team. Tammy has rallied the troops. She's been awesome. She has involved the schools. Ben is having a dodgeball tournament. There's been Dying to Donate fundraisers all over the place.
We also have posters that over there.
We have a lot of posters.
Who have cases of cancer in the cancer.
Right.
It's only a small amount of people on the poster. This is a large range within the cancer. I remember last year when we had everybody at our event, it extended over a half of the year. And those of us that attended the Life event. So we're hoping that we come out and support us. We have Relay, if you want to sign up, it's www.relay0795.org. Go down there to sign up absolutely.
We celebrate our survivors. We have a luminary area. We really, really, really have a great time. It's very well attended. So we're here tonight. Thank you so much to the Woodbridge Fire Department, Local 290. This is the true epitome of having community and doing community service and participating in what's important to our town. So from the bottom of our hearts, we appreciate that.
And I also want to thank those who live in, I believe, serving food.
Oh, right.
Oh, you'll be volunteering at the event.
Woodbridge. Thank you so much, you guys.
All right, thanks. And I can speak as the husband of one of the chairmen of the event. My house, my whole family room right now is purple. I can't wait for the event so all that stuff can get cleared out and brought over to the Relay for Life, and I can have my TV chair back. But seriously, I see how hard my wife works on this. I know how hard Amy works on this, and Christina, and we got Ben Lapisto here, who is becoming the face of cancer survivors in Woodbridge Township. He survived cancer, 4 years now, Ben? 3 years? 2 years, all right, 2 years. He's a survivor. That's the only important thing, as is Amy, as is Tammy, as so many of the people that volunteer for Relay for Life are themselves cancer survivors. So I just think it's wonderful what this group does and what it means to Woodbridge. It kind of puts us on the map. We're known as the best Relay for Life around, and other towns try to copy everything we do, and other relays try to sneak into Woodbridge and do events because we're so supportive of that. We could talk about that some other time, but just remember it's Relay for Life Woodbridge, and that's the one we should be working hard for. So congratulations once again. Thanks to the fire union officials. They do great things. As Keith said, they do the bowling for MDA, Muscular Dystrophy Association. They do so many other things for so many groups in town. We saw tonight the best. With best of our youth, best of our employees, best of our volunteers. It was a great night, 50 minutes of just celebrating all that's good about Woodbridge. So thank you all for watching. Let's get a picture of the fire guys and the board.
Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance to our flag and remain standing for our troops serving overseas? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated.
Notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Law have been satisfied concerning this meeting. The Home News Tribune and the Star Ledger published a notice on December 22nd, 2017. It's posted on the bulletin board at the Municipal Building and should be so noted in the minutes of this meeting. Councilman Anderson. Councilman Ficarra. Here. Councilwoman Drum. Here. Councilwoman De Jesus. Here. Councilman Small. Here. Councilman Patel. Here. Councilman Bauer. Here. Vice President Spiller. Here. And President Lee.
Here.
Can I get a motion to approve the minutes from April 17, 2018?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye. Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. Beginning with second reading ordinances this evening, starting with letter A is an amendment to bond ordinance 16-28 entitled Bond Ordinance to Authorize the Acquisition of Various Properties for Municipal Purposes in, by, and for the Township of Woodbridge to appropriate the sum of $1.950 million to make a down payment as listed on your agenda. Can I get a motion to take this ordinance up on second and third reading?
Motion.
Public hearing to be open.
I'm sorry. Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Public hearing is now open on letter A only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter B is an amendment to Chapter 22 of the General Ordinances regarding flood damage prevention and the appeals process. Can I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on letter B only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letter C is an amendment to Chapter 7, our traffic ordinances under General Ordinances, Section 7-14, parking. This will prohibit parking at the end of Ned Court in Seawarren. I get a motion that this ordinance be taken up on second and third reading and the public hearing be open.
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? I'm sorry. All in favor, aye. Opposed? Ayes have it. The public hearing is now open on this letter C only. Hearing no comment from the public, can I get a motion that the public hearing be closed, the ordinance be adopted and submitted to the mayor for approval as required by law?
Motion. Second.
Questions or comments from council? All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Letters D and E are first reading ordinances. Can we take them by consent that both ordinances be passed on first reading, published in the Home News Tribune on May 11, 2018, with notice of public hearing to be held on May 23, 2018 at 7 p.m.
Motion. Second.
Any questions or comments from council? All in favor?
Aye.
Am I saying that right? It seems to not be coming out right. Opposed? Ayes have it. Under resolutions, we have listed 1 through 25. Can I get a motion by consent to approve 1 through 25?
Motion. Second.
Any comments or questions?
Mr. Mitch?
Yes.
I just ask my fellow council members for their consideration on resolution number 10. That is going to be for the redevelopment of the new Quick Check. It was a piece of property that kind of hasn't been in such good shape, and it's inherently beneficial. It's going to continue with our goal of redeveloping the Route 1 corridor. So, thank you.
Any other comments?
I'd like to just comment on resolution number 1 and just thank administration for acknowledging our clerk's office. That's probably why you don't know what you're saying today, because you're coming back from Atlantic City. tirelessly for us and the community, and we truly thank them for everything they do. So thank you for acknowledging them.
Thank you. Thank you. I didn't know that was in there. That was slipped.
That's why you roll.
Yeah, exactly. Any opposed? Right? Okay. Ayes have it. Thank you. You're up.
We will now go into our public portion of the meeting. If you'd like to speak, please go to the microphone in the back. There is a limit of 5 minutes. Please state your name and where you're from.
This ain't about the agenda, right? No. It's open to the public.
Open to the public. Just state your name and where you're from.
Robert, don't start the clock yet. Robert Menzies, 430, no guns at 434 Alpine Street. Make for Bangor great again. Yeah, it's Judge Boyd, he wasn't fair to me. And the guy who lives across the street from me, he said I tried to kill him. He wasn't nice either. Okay, I want to talk about the crunch. They weren't very nice to me too. I was there one day, I couldn't catch my breath. They threw me out. Guy up in age, they tell him to leave. Couldn't catch my breath, they didn't care. Well, maybe I was thinking about maybe in the summertime go there and pick it like Monday or Tuesday. I've been saying that for the past few years. Okay, another thing, I'm going to Homedale right after I get done here. And they got a nice concert May 17th. They got my kind of guy music, Frank Sinatra, Michaels, 25-piece band, but I'm not going to go. I'm going to go out there and have a big sign saying the volunteers, the cookie San Diego, not too nice to me. Even when I put the mayor's name, wasn't too nice to me. Last couple meetings. I'm going to give them my thought tonight. Okay, it's not a happy thing for me going on. I was thinking about taking my medicine like Barbara Bush a long time ago. I can't understand why she didn't take her medicine. She got the family and this and that. I don't seem to have no problem. Nobody seems to help me or nothing. I'm always getting kicked. But the best one yet, was last week I took a ride to the baseball game, Bridgewater, to see the Somerset Patriots. So I went to get something to eat at Costco. So I said to the lady, I don't want that slice, I want the other slice. There's a guy, a person of color. He starts laughing at me. He wants a different pie, different slice, like it's his business. And then all of a sudden he says, I'm gonna break you up. You want to get break? No, you want to get something like that. He threatened me. Then he says, hit me. I called the cops. Costco didn't seem to care. They didn't seem to care. They didn't do nothing. Bust me up. He wants to bust me up. That's it. The person of color wants to bust me up. The guy's big, twice as big as me. He's probably twice as older than him, but he wants to bust me up. Okay, it's very rough for me. I always seem to have problems. I don't know why. My kid sister says to me, don't get in trouble. Every time I get done talking to her, don't get in trouble. All the time. My nephew said, come on to San Diego. We'll take a ride to Frisco. Like I took them two guys. I drove cross country with them twice. And he likes San Diego. He moved there. He's got a good job working for pharmaceutical. Pfizer. Very good, nice guy. Nice nephew. He's the only one that seems to take care of him. The other ones, they couldn't care less about him. And time ran out, or can I talk yet?
You're fine.
You stop it.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it's a rough situation for me, very rough. I go to the Board of Education meeting yesterday. I go all the time. It ain't about America. They have their own agenda about their own kind, the Spanish people. That's all they talk about. And then they went to Washington. The girl said, I'm Hispanic. Imagine that. She's Hispanic, not American. And on a movie yesterday, it said Hispanic American. See, I'm going to go to the next. I left because it was going on. They had secret meetings, going to the back room. I was cold. I had my shorts on. I'm going to go to the next meeting. I'm going to talk what I'm talking about now. This is America. Matter of fact, I think you're going to the high school. I don't live too far from the high school. With American flag, God bless America. God bless America. Man, all the time they laid off some workers that take care of the people who got problems with drugs or family. And they had a lot of people that are talking, you shouldn't lay them off, we need them, we need them. Imagine that, I can't believe it. My poor mother, my father died at 49 or 50. She went to hustle and work housework.
Mr. Massey, Mr. Massey, I'm sorry, your time is up.
Now we're talking about my mother,
I'm sorry, your time is up.
She loves me, my mother. Okay, guys, help. I'm going to Homedale, see what happens there. Thank you.
Okay, have a good night.
Any other comments from the public?
Yes, there is. Good evening, Council President. Jerry H. Walker, the whole pond over there. Let's have a moment of silence for the people who are losing their homes and businesses in the township of Woodbridge due to that pilot Ponzi tax scheme that the mayor so heartily endorses. Okay. What on tonight's resolutions? You have number 8 and 9. You have confidential aides in the rec department. Are we supposed to know about that, or no? Nobody knows anything about that. Who are the confidential aides?
It's somebody that we've hired.
And why are they confidential? They're not.
It's just the way.
It's a civil service title, and these are two people that will be working with the Avenel Arts.
Oh, the arts community. Okay, yeah.
They're both have backgrounds in the artistic community, and will be working with Anthony, the director, our artistic director.
Okay.
And so they have to have titles that are eligible under the civil service. So confidential aid is one that is a civil service title. That's not what they'll actually be called, but that has to be a civil service title.
Okay,
it's okay. I didn't want you to think there was anything funny, so that's the story.
Okay. I heard last time somebody said it's $85 to get into that shindig you're going to have over at the community center for the 350th anniversary.
That's right.
Oh man, $85. That's like, out of the reach of everybody over here. Come on. That's a lot of. What will $25 get you? A seat on the side of the hill over there on the dump, or what? By the leachate pump?
Pretty full evening. It's going to be really nice for that.
$85, man. Whoa. Did they give you money, or did they give you some food, or?
They give you lots of food.
You get lots
of food and entertainment.
We'll see what's that. Parking permits, parking problem over here by Delina Monster Manor. The cars are starting to fill in now towards Pennsylvania Avenue, down that way. And
you want to take that?
Yeah.
Most of my order, I received one complaint.
Yeah, well, there's a Facebook page that people are complaining and stuff like that there are cars over here. So maybe you might want to put a permit on these vehicles that are filling in.
Like I said, I haven't received one email or phone call from
Let's monitor that in there. Why are you taking that property? There's a condemnation meeting tomorrow night in the planning board for the property across the street, that strip mall. You guys are going to be condemning that for a townhouse or something, or?
No condemnation.
No? What's being presented?
That's the properties across the street. There's no condemnation specifically in this resolution. This is a recommendation for a study to be done by the planning board without the condemnation.
It says it on the thing over there, Council President. It says it on the agenda. Yeah, it says condemnation on here, so you might want to take a look at it. Yeah.
He's talking about a previous resolution
From 1213.
Adopted, and you're looking at that's not the updated agenda. That's not on the agenda. That investigation has been called.
Okay. Now, I read in the GM News or whatever about Edison approved pilot to stay competitive with neighbors. They say they're going to mimic our pilots and stuff like that. And this guy named, what's his name? The attorney. He said the developer comes to the township with an application and it says they want to build, but I need a pilot. So is that how it works? He says, I demand a pilot? No.
We're so good that they want to follow us. So
yeah, so is this paying for what? I mean, come on. I mean,
they're following us because it's a good thing for the community.
Well, it's flawed because you're going to be building schools. They're going to be building schools too, and you're taking the money from the general tax base and diverting it to the things that shouldn't be done. And the Edison is trying to mimic what Woodbridge is doing over here, and rightfully so, it's wrong. They want to take pristine property in Raritan Center that hasn't been developed for 30 years, nothing wrong with it, and they want to make it a pilot. Now, I mean, where's the logic in that? I mean,
well, you have to ask them.
Yeah, that's.
Well, I have it right here. Is this North?
But we don't know the answer to what Edison's doing, except they want to copy us. That's all we know.
Who's this Northgrave? Is he our attorney too? What's his name? Northgrave.
He does some work for the township.
Right. So he's contradicting himself then.
No, I can't answer.
I can't answer that either. All right, it's something we're going to take a look at. Keep looking at it. Police business. How the Harley Davidsons doing? We sell them yet or not? We still have them?
Not yet.
Okay, I'm there. What else? Uh-oh.
Your time is up.
Time's up? Okay, that's it. Okay. Wrong doorbell.
Any other comments from the public?
Hi. I'm new to this, so I got to excuse me a little nervous. My first council meeting, but I'm glad that things like this happen and we can voice our stuff.
I just need you to state your name and what town you're from.
Okay, my name is Mark Coccaro. I'm from Port Reading, New Jersey. I'm here in reference to the home fire explosion on Vernon Way last month. I'm representing several neighbors from the neighborhood. A lot of them are older and they didn't want to come or couldn't make it into the thing. We have a lot of concerns about friable asbestos being airborne in the neighborhood, fiberglass resin. I live next door and every time it's windy out, I have fiberglass on my lawn being blown out of the house onto my lawn. We have unknown chemical exposure. So it's a known fact that the police have been monitoring this house. Several of the residents had outstanding warrants, so we have no idea what was going on in the house or what chemicals were in the house, which may be exposed now, and mold spores from the wood and the debris that were left. The neighbors are concerned with asbestosis, pleural mesothelioma being exposed to this. And I have a bunch of things like OSHA regulations and all that, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. There's no use going over that. But mainly the questions they have is, if the cause of the fire or the explosion has been determined as of this date, if anybody knows. I tried going to the fire department, the building department, and the health department, and nobody seems to know anything about it. They say the prosecutor has the case, the home secured, and no information will be given out. So it may be 5 months, it may be a week.
The county prosecutor's office would be where you would go for that information.
If I may.
Yeah.
Several different agencies are conducting the investigation. But it's being led by the prosecutor's office, who has issued a directive the house is not to be touched. I know we sent our housing department out. I know we sent our health department out. I'm sure you'd be able to get those reports for you. We can go after, I don't like to use those words, we can enforce the property owner if there's debris floating around, things like that. Unfortunately, in terms of the structure, nothing's going to be done to it.
Right, but I don't know what the owner can do as far as the wind blowing through the structure and blowing fiberglass or asbestos around. I mean, it has asbestos siding. When you want to do work on your house, you have to do remediation. They put a tent over your house and make a big deal. Now we have a whole house exposed there, with broken shingles all exposed on the side, and broken shingles on the ground. I'm sure there's friable asbestos. The town doesn't do any monitoring, any testing. I mean, it should be constantly, there's monitoring regulations by OSHA that it should be pre-monitored, and especially during demolition. It should be monitored and air sampled during demolition to see if anything is being exposed. And they were asking what are the plans for testing for demolition and for removal of the debris. But I guess, like you're saying, it's tied up and no one's going to know what they're going to do about it.
Okay, I'm going to send this over to Senator Bennett.
Thank you for coming tonight. We did send people over. Director of Housing and Planning Director can answer with respect to the housing inspectors that went. We can't, as the councilman told you, we couldn't get in the house because that's by the county prosecutor. But we also have the director of the health department, and he also had people over there, so we can monitor first.
Yeah, so Mike, I had the occasion to have several conversations with you during the last week. I'm worried I had not met you, so I didn't recognize you, but as I had indicated, unfortunately it's not that we don't know anything about what is going on. It's simply that at this point and for the foreseeable future, as the councilman said, the investigation is going to continue with prosecutor's office, and as such, we've been directed, at least for the building, that the building is not to be touched, and of course, we're going to comply with that. I did also have housing go out several times to look into the complaints that you had. We had inspectors out there. And
excuse me, your time is up, but you can finish this conversation with the directors after the meeting.
Okay.
That's a... Thank
We'll get you also on the health, because I understand that's a concern, and talk to Mr. Dr. and we'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Joanne Milchak, number one. I was wondering what's happening with Quincy Heights. Any new developments?
Yes.
I'm going to let Councilman know.
But I can get on now. We have some good news for you over there. Thanks to Senator Bennett, the rest of the administration. Central Food Market, a subsidiary of Food Town, signed an agreement with the property owners of the old Pathmark in Brunswick Avenue and in Oakland, and business market should be the end person. With the builder itself, he's negotiations right now with a piece of land to get that right away for parking lot so they can come out to Pennsylvania Avenue. That's the negotiations right now, and they signed an agreement with Central Food to
That's wonderful. That's really good news. One more thing, Rita's Ice on the corner on the Brunswick Avenue.
I didn't hear the, I'm sorry, I didn't hear something.
Oh, she's just
Rita's Italian Ice on the corner. There's a lot of, the weather has just started to get warm, and they are flying up and down the street. They're parking by the yellow line, and when my grandson comes home on the school bus, she has a hard time just getting into the street because they have it all blocked. Do I have to keep calling the police?
Director Hubbard, you want to just note that and take a look at it?
Keep calling the police?
Director Hubbard is going to check that for you.
Oh, okay, great. Okay,
thank you. Is there any other comments?
Councilman, did you report on the status of the other facility that's on that site, the Burger
King?
Burger King?
Go ahead, you can.
I don't have the Burger King. I was notified of the Burger King.
Okay, the Burger King is staying.
It's staying?
Okay, yes.
Okay.
And that's been So you'll have the two businesses that will be operating now.
So they're going to take the full,
Yes.
all of it except for the liquor store? Is the liquor store?
Burger King is staying as Burger King.
Right.
The grocery store is coming in for the grocery store, and the liquor store is the liquor store.
Okay. Okay, great, thank you.
And the councilman has all of that. We put that all together.
Okay,
And
great.
he's been helping us to get that done.
Yay, thank you.
Are there any other comments from the public this evening? There are no other comments. I need a motion that this portion of the meeting be closed.
Motion. Second.
Questions or comments? All in favor, aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
We will go into our public portions of our agendas this evening. I will start out. My agenda is in order. I just have a couple announcements. On May 16th, we will be having our Support the Troop rally. It'll be held at 6 p.m. It's in front of the Health Center behind Woodbridge High School. If you know anybody that is on active duty and you would like their names announced, to just honor them, please reach out to me. We'll be reading a list of the names of anybody from Woodbridge Township that is on active duty. You can reach me at 732-382-0273. Going down to number 8, Colonia Fire Department. We are very excited in Colonia because they will be celebrating their 75th anniversary. It'll be on June 2nd. It'll be starting at the top of Cleveland Avenue, so if you're a resident of Cleveland Avenue, the road will be closed for a short time. The parade is not too long, so it really shouldn't interfere too much in your day. We also ask that you take your cars and you move them off the street just for a short period. It shouldn't be much more than an hour. It'll start at 12 o'clock. It'll proceed down to Colonia Middle School, where we'll have festival, live music, we'll have food and things for the kids, and it'll go from 1 to 6 p.m. Again, that is June 2nd, and it'll be at Colonia Middle School. Going down to number 13, our Heroin Task Force, we will be doing a Woodbridge Overdose Awareness Walk on May 12th. It'll be held from 4 to 8 p.m. at Alvin William Memorial Park in Seawarren. We ask that you come down. There'll be a candlelight vigil in memory of those who we've lost from overdose. We ask that you come down and you support this crisis that there's so many people that are going through. And lastly, the summer schedule is out, the summer series. I don't know, Sam, if you could zoom in on that. But we're really excited. We have a great lineup this year. And it'll be starting on June 25th. Mondays will be oldies. Tuesdays will be tributes. Wednesdays will be original bands. Thursday will be our local bands. Friday we will have jazz, and country Sunday. So there's really something for everybody to do the whole summer. We ask that you bring a can of food, and all these concerts are free. So come down and enjoy this great entertainment we have here in Woodbridge. And that's it. So, Corey Spiller.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 1, one of the biggest days in Avenel is upon us. Avenel Community Day will be next Saturday, May 19th, from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at Frank G. Peltzman Memorial Park. All activities take place at the park this year. Just some stuff we have. We have face painters, bounce houses, inflatable slide, a food and vendor court, petting zoo. The fire department will be there with their smokehouse. At noon, I have the Avenel Middle School performing on the stage. At 1 o'clock, there'll be a check presentation from Investors Bank towards the Summer Jazz Concert Series, which will be held in Le Grand Park this year. That's our Friday Jazz Series for Avenel. So it's always a great event for the family and residents, so come on down. The rest of my agenda is in order. Just one announcement. The Old Neighborhood series is back. The Old Neighborhood down Memory Lane, Avenel, will be on Sunday, May 20th from 2 to 4 at the Barron Arts Center, Monroe Avenue. If interested, you can call 732-428-2403. You come and you can listen to lifelong Avenel residents Joseph Frame, Ted Pichowski, and Barbara Kuzniak-White. Each person will share their recollections of growing up in Avenel during the 1940s to 1960s. So we've been there. It's always a good time, very informative. So I'm good.
Councilwoman John.
Thank you, Council President. Number 2, Relay for Life. Tonight we had a presentation from the local 290 IAFF firefighters. They made a mandatory donation to the Woodbridge Township Relay for Life. We thank them for that, and we would encourage anyone who's interested in supporting the committee, the Relay for Life committee, to fight for the cure for cancer. You can go to the website and sign up, relayforlife.org/Woodbridge-NJ. Number 3, upcoming Downtown Merchants Association is having their car shows. They'll be in the downtown Woodbridge area, Main Street. They will be the 3rd Wednesday of June, July, and August. Number 5, Chamber of Commerce Street Fair is also on Saturday, May 19th from 11 to 5 p.m. Right down Main Street in Woodbridge proper. We have over 150 vendors, and we're looking forward to a fun-filled day, so please come out and support the Chamber of Commerce and the local and the businesses that are there on Saturday. It's rain or shine. If you have any questions, you can call the Chamber at 636-4040. Number 17, the Woodbridge Elks Lodge 2116 is starting their motorcycle committee bike nights, which is a fun-filled night. They are also the 3rd Wednesday of June, July, and August and September, but they also start actually this month, May 16th, is their first motorcycle committee bike night. It's a lot of fun. So I would encourage you to head over to Railway Avenue and go there and support the Elks. And number 19, the Woodbridge Center Drive improvements. Project update, night milling and paving operations started last night and will last until the weekend. During the paving operations, there will be some traffic disruptions, but the project is on target and is to be completed by next week. And we want to thank the engineering department and also the partnership with the county to be able to get this very important pedestrian safety project done. I wanted to thank some of the residents were affected by kind of a high-pitched noise that circulated around West Avenue and Cliff Road for a short time while they were testing the Seaborn 7 power generating plant. And I just wanted to let everyone know that the testing is completed, and I just wanted to thank all those residents for their patience. And one last announcement, happy Mother's Day to my council mates, Debbie and Lisbeth, and to all the moms out there. We appreciate everything that you do, so happy Mother's Day. That's all I have.
Councilman Figueroa.
Thank you, Council President. My first agenda item, the Woodbridge Community Center. There's a couple of really cool events coming up. First on Sunday, May the 20th, we have our annual Superheroes Breakfast. For the young folks, you can enjoy a breakfast buffet with eggs, cold cereal, French toast sticks, coffee, tea, milk, and your superheroes, your favorite superheroes will be there. $15 per person in advance and $20 at the door. Also at the Community Center coming up on Wednesday, May the 16th, is our annual Mayor's Senior Wellness Summit. It's very informative lifestyle expo for our seniors 55 plus, showcasing fitness, travel, healthcare, financial consultants, education, home improvement, music and entertainment. Again, and it's hosted by Mayor McCormick. It's on the 16th from 10 a.m. to 12. Following also down in the Woodbridge Community Center, there are registration now for our summer camps at the community center itself and the Highland Grove swimming area. The summer camps there's limited space, so I highly recommend that you get out there and register early. There's also our general membership. If you haven't been to the community center lately and see some of the upgrades and refurbishment that's going on and is still going on, you might want to stop by there. It's just a wonderful place with a lot of great opportunities to be healthy. All of this you don't have to remember. You can check it out at njwcc.com, which of course stands for New Jersey Woodbridge Community Center.com. And then finally, looking ahead, but it's never too early to plan, our fireworks program at Alvin P. Williams Park is on July the 3rd. The park opens at 4 p.m. And then the following Wednesday on July the 11th is our annual pizza run, which is also in Alvin P. Williams Park. And just congratulations. Today we had the trifecta of athletics. Before the council meeting, we honored athletes, we honored coaches, and we honored an athletic director, thanks to our council folks that will probably speak about that. But it was a great day for sports. And then we finished up with an even better honor, and that's the folks that are organizing the Relay for Life. So it was a wonderful start to our council meeting. Thank you, Council President.
Councilwoman DeSouza.
Thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order. I just have two announcements. Number 7, Township Parks and Playgrounds. Public Works will start installing 2 to 5-year-old playground equipment at the elementary schools next week. And the Township Playground safety inspections are 85% complete. All playgrounds will be inspected and ready for the summer within the next 2 weeks. And item number 10, the Public Library. Work on the main library ramp is going well. Anyone inconvenienced by the ramp closure is encouraged to contact the main office to arrange for assistance at 732-634-4450, extension 7153. And remember, the Township's 350th anniversary kicks off June 1st with the gala at the Woodbridge Community Center, and tickets are $85. Please contact the Recreation Department or the Municipal Clerk's Office for more information. That is all. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Small.
Thank you, Council President. Number 6 on my agenda is school projects. I just want to give you a brief rundown of what's going on. Our work continues at School 29, the former St. Cecilia's site. That is where the children from Kennedy Park School 24 will attend in September. and Kennedy Park School 24 will become our full-day kindergarten hub. Woodbridge Middle School, the additions are set to kick off on May 21st. And Ross Street, school number 11, the groundbreaking started Monday. So all three projects are going to be in the works very shortly. With these projects comes some last-minute work that needs to be done, and I just want to thank Director Henry, Public Works, with Carmen Barbado, Kevin Tehan, for all your hard work that you put in last week unexpectedly. We truly appreciate it. To all the guys in the road department, to Director Simaluka, George Brew, Bobby Higgins, for your efforts to accommodate the school with Pearl Street Park. And last but not least, Director Hubner with Pat Kenny and Kevin Holly and your traffic maintenance team for coming over and assisting last week, too. A lot of work, a lot of effort, and it's a team effort, and I appreciate everything you guys do. One announcement regards to Ross Street School is that with the construction, they lost their playground. So we made arrangements through the Recreation Department, through Director Simaluka, for the children to go to Pearl Street Park for lunch recess and gym class. So the park is closed to the public Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. for the security of the children and the staff. It's posted in the park, and it's closed till June 23rd, which is the last day of school. And I would just appreciate the public understanding that the kids need a place to go while their school's under construction. On number 12 on my agenda, property fraud, I just urge the residents of Woodbridge to take a look at this website. I've spoken to many people. I've gone on the website myself. I've registered. Unfortunately, fraud is running rapid today with modern-day technology, and there's a lot of victims out there. So if you're interested, it's www.middlesexcounty.nj.gov, and it's property alert, and I urge you to take a look at that. And lastly, just one announcement, the Port Reading First Aid Squad will be holding its annual Mother's Day flower sale September 10th through the 13th across from the Port Reading Firehouse on Port Reading Avenue. And to Debbie, Lizbeth, and Nancy, happy Mother's Day, and all the moms out there, enjoy your day on Sunday. Thank you.
Councilman Patel.
Yeah, thank you, Council President. My agenda is in order, but I have one announcement. We have a street closure in Easlene. It's on Dow Avenue. We have a sewer improvement projects going on. It's underway now between the North Avenue and Coakley Street. The streets will be closed from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. and the project is going to go for another 3 weeks. We have enough detour signs, and I think police officers are assigned on the site. So, this project is anticipated to finish in 3 weeks. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Councilman Bauer.
Thank you, Council President. Item number 3, downtown parking on New Brunswick Avenue. Public parking lot requested by the business community in Fords is under construction at this time at Olson Towers property on New Brunswick Avenue in Fords. Item number 4, Woodbridge Waterfront Park, Caseby, and the Brownsfield Development. The quarterly meeting of the Brownsfield Development Area was held yesterday on May 7, 2018. We're given an overview and update on the 8 sites, which are all located in the 2nd Ward off Riverside Drive and Smith Street in the Fords KB section. For those who don't know, a Brownsfield is a property, redevelopment, or reuse of land which may be complicated by the presence or potential presence of a hazardous substance, pollutant, or contaminant. It is designed to empower communities and other stakeholders in economic redevelopment to work together in a timely manner to prevent, protect, assess, safely clean up, and reuse brownfields. Cleaning up and reinvesting in these properties protect the environment, reduces blight, increases local tax base, and facilitates job growth. One property now on the site is that of Arizona Iced Tea, where a second 500,000 square foot manufacturing facility is being constructed adjacent to their current facility and is projected to create 100 new jobs to their current 200. A second site, Morris Properties, located on Riverside Drive, is in the process of a pond formation, nature walks and trails, and a park for the general public use. I have 2 announcements. Back to item number 6, Ford's Business Community. The first annual cruise night will be held on Monday, June 4th, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Rain date Monday, June 18th, located at Cypress parking lot, 372 New Brunswick Avenue, Fords. For more information, contact Jay McLaughlin at 908-930-6160. And 2 announcements. 7th Annual Emergency Service Cup Charity Ice Hockey Game, Woodbridge Fire and EMS versus Woodbridge Police, Sunday, May 20th, at the Woodbridge Community Center, 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Come out and support your first responders. For more information, go to www.benefitsgames.com/emergency service cups. All money raised this year will go to the Warrior Sled Hockey Team and the Semper Fi Fund. The festivities will start at 1:45 to 3:15 for open skate to the general public. At 3:30 to 5 o'clock will be the Woodbridge PVA versus the Woodbridge Warrior Sled Hockey Team. And my last announcement, the Greenway Family Success Center is partnering with the Middlesex County Sheriff's Office and the Woodbridge Police for their annual child car seat installation on Saturday, June 9, 2018, between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. at the Fords Firehouse, 667 King George Road in Fords. Installation is by appointment only, and you must register before May 30th at the Greenway Family Success Center, 535 New Brunswick Avenue, or call them at 732-527-3400. Car seats will be installed by certified child passenger technicians from the Middlesex County Sheriff's Office and the Woodbridge Police Department. That's all I have tonight. Thank you, Council President.
Thank you. Mr. Mitch.
Thank you, Madam President. Just 2 items. Number 1 is I deleted Bar Louis from my agenda tonight. We were supposed to have a hearing, but you earlier tonight approved the settlement agreement. So that has been removed. And number 2 is Thursday morning at 10 o'clock. Any council members invited to stop in. If you'd like, I have my annual meeting with all the retail liquor license holders. That's all I have. Thank you.
Senator Bennett.
Yes, thank you, Madam President. With respect to the agreement for Conrail, this is an agreement to have an at-grade crossing change so that for another entranceway into one of our parks. The drug-free school zones maps will be presented to you at the next meeting for your approval. Legal services on ABC matters, that's a specific professional services contract for someone that helps us with those alcohol beverage control matters. Financial management advisory services is a professional services contract. The proposal for the improvements to Bowtie Park CME is for the design stage of the Bowtie Park. It's the comprehensive contract for moving forward with that project. And then the purchase of a senior citizen handicap van will be on, and a purchase of a mini excavator, which is another piece of equipment we need, and the refund for tax court judgment is housekeeping in nature.
Director Hubner.
Thank you, Council President. I have an amendment to the resolution number 5, which was adopted on February 6th of this year, which was the Emergency Management Agency Assistance Grant. At the next meeting, we'll be proposing time-restricted parking in the area of Avenel train station, and I have the addition of 2 handicap spots, parking spots on Beverly Hills Terrace and Walter Drive, both in Woodbridge proper. Thank you.
Director Green.
I don't have anything to say. Thank you, Council President.
Director Simaluka.
I have one item tonight, a waiver of fees for the mobile stage. Thank you, Council President.
Director Darden.
Thank you, Council President. In addition to our standard biweekly refunds, we also will have a resolution for the addition of public street to our street map, and for the next agenda, we may also have the affordability assistance agreement out of the expenditure of COA funds. Thank you.
Director Henry.
Thank you, Council President. I just have one bond release. Thank you.
Legal.
Nothing this evening, Council President.
Can I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.